Welcome back to Pod Clubhouse Press Pass, your continuing coverage of cons, festivals, and live events. This time, we're at...
Anime Matsuri.
Those are such foreign words coming out of your mouth, Caroline.
What is this anime convention you were at?
Well, I was surprised to find that it was a little more than an anime convention. It was actually more of a celebration of Japanese culture.
Wow, I'm excited to hear about this, Paul. I know very little about anime, and I would say even less about Japanese culture.
They had, obviously, anime.
Right, it would be very disappointing if it wasn't there.
Misleading, since it's in the title and everything.
Right.
But they also had stuff like taiko drums. You know what those are?
No.
You ever see a video of guys banging on these gigantic drums, and there's like a whole line of them, and they're drums that are as big as they are, and they're just pounding with all their strength, and they're usually shirtless or maybe in some sort of robe.
Well, you had me at shirtless. I was all like, no, Paul, I'm not into that. And then I was like, wait, what?
You've heard it before. It's just bang, 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 bang.
That's what all drums sound like to me, though.
But they had a demonstration of that. They had an assortment of foods outside with food trucks.
Yeah? Like what?
They had a large assortment. They had international flair, I would say. There was actually a Korean-Mexican fusion truck that caught my eye.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like Korean barbecue, but in like a taco setting.
Yum.
But they also had like halal food, and they had general burgers, but it was a large mix, maybe 10 trucks.
Fun. So if you're thinking about doing this for next year, you have like a huge array of things that you guys can try out.
Yes. I've been to other cons in that same location, and you got to just pick from like Chick-fil-A or pizza. Yeah. And this is a better situation.
Cool that they brought so many.
They also had sumo wrestling.
Like actual sumo wrestling, or like those inflatable suits?
These were 500 and 600 pound guys.
Whoa.
It was an exhibition, obviously. I mean...
Wait. It was an exhibition, obviously?
Well, there wasn't like a sanctioned match.
Okay.
This wasn't counting against their records, I would say.
Oh, of course.
But they had the regulation size ring. They had their, I don't remember the word, but it's a sumo diaper that they were wearing. And there was a lightweight sumo wrestler, an American, who was acting as translator, referee, and general explainer.
Ah, okay. So he could explain the rules to everybody. And I hear that there is a rule, something about if their uniform, aka diaper, were to fall off, there's consequences.
Instant loss.
Oh.
Right.
That's a huge repercussion for just losing your pants.
Yes. I don't know the normal situation, but our exhibition was best of 5, and it went to all 5 rounds. But say you were up, but you lost your diaper, you would lose.
Oh, man.
See?
Well, that's a good tip for everybody out there who wants to try out some sumo wrestling. Please make sure to firmly secure your pants.
He made it sound like they come off like once in every 10,000 matches, so it's not a common
So you shouldn't
thing.
go there expecting to see anything.
Yeah, this isn't like a wreck at a NASCAR race.
I got you.
Different
fun
thing.
to actually see it really happening. When you said there was going to be sumo stuff, I honestly believed it was going to be the inflatable suits and just playing around. You know, they have them at every school carnival. So it's cool that they brought some authentic sumo wrestlers.
Definitely. They brought a man named Yama, who weighs about 600 pounds and was a professional wrestler and is on record as the heaviest Japanese person ever measured.
Wow, that's impressive.
And he was there in Houston.
Wow, very Guinness Book.
Answering inane questions.
Well.
For your information, Naruto is his favorite anime.
Oh.
I'm sure he never gets asked that at anime conventions, sumo wrestling exhibitions.
What else did you see there, Paul?
They had a short Kabuki dance exhibition.
Okay.
2 actors were in full makeup and costume performing for the audience, who politely applauded.
Nice.
They had to change the venue for the Kabuki dance because it was supposed to be outside in the Discovery Green area, but due to weather, they brought it inside so that it wasn't lost.
That's good.
But it was situated between between the highly attended Sumo and the highly anticipated K-pop dance competition after that.
Whoa.
So although it is primarily a celebration of Japanese culture, they also squoze in little bits of Asian influenced culture here and there. So K-pop being Korean, that took up the rest of Thursday night.
I feel like it's so important to give us all a chance to experience some different cultures.
The energy was super high.
Yay.
I mean, there haven't been a lot of recent in-person conventions, and so this audience came from far and wide to celebrate, like you said, and you could just feel it in the air. It's just electric. People just smiling everywhere. You weren't picking up any negativity in the whole place, and so that was really cool. There were also a large car exhibition. I don't know if you've ever seen these kind of custom cars. It goes beyond like adding spoilers and stuff like that to your car. These are like full car wraps.
Okay, so this is mainly like aesthetic, or are they also accessorized or customized, in like some sort of power kind of way?
I can't say that definitively. I wouldn't doubt that they have some modifications, but I would say primarily this contest was for aesthetics.
I can't wait for everybody to get a chance to see all the different video footage.
In this clip, I talked to a person who goes by the handle Toyota Deku, who had his car decked out completely in art that he drew of the popular show My Hero Academia, and he was also in cosplay for that character.
And then he got a car wrap for it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Hi, I'm known as Toyota Deku on Instagram and on TikTok. And actually, this is my car right here, a My Hero Academia Itasha car. And it's actually the second version of it. It's pretty much been all over the country, so it's my first time in Houston with it. And I'm actually cosplaying with it because it's pretty fun. But the car itself, that's actually a brand new wrap, so the old one was actually destroyed by a tornado, but I figure I get it repaired and done. So, but the car survived, so it lives up to Deku's name.
How long have you been in the car wrapping culture?
3 years now. It's the Itasha community, 3 years.
Just kind of like a ballpark for someone that looks at this and says, you know what, I want to do that. What does that take to start?
All right. First of all, just any kind of car will work. I mean, most of us use JDM sports cars, but pretty much we welcome anybody. You can pretty much do anything, and in any series you'd like, any character you'd like. As long as you've got an artist to work with, and then of course a place to get it installed and printed and set up for you, then you're good to go. If you're local, Express Skins is your go-to source because they do a lot of the designing, the printing, and the installing. Mine comes from Birmingham, so it's done by a different shop. But I did all my own designs. So I do also do designs for people in case if anyone's interested.
You drew all this?
Yes.
Well, let's get a look. You a longtime My Hero Academia fan?
Yep, I am the designer behind this, so I can always... I've done designs for other people in other states, so different series, different characters. That's what I do as well as a side job.
Your Instagram, I hope, has some work because I'm going to tell everybody about it.
That is my Instagram. They can always reach me out there, and then we can just go from there.
That sounds great.
There's also something called the Maid Cafe.
What's this about?
I have watched anime for a long time, so I knew that maids were part of that milieu, but I didn't really know why.
Okay.
And so when I saw the Maid Cafe and I saw all the walls around it, and then I saw the sign that I'm displaying right now with all these rules about don't touch them, don't take pictures, don't ask them questions, all of a sudden very sketchy things started to stir around in this 44-year-old man's mind. So I needed to find out more.
Okay. What did you find out?
These are very normal rules that carry over from actual maid cafes in Japan.
Okay.
It is a place where I think mostly men go to relax and experience this environment where they're being served by young women in these maid outfits that sing songs, play games, serve them food, and it is not salacious. Those questions about not getting their numbers, not asking personal information, not touching them, not taking photos, those are all the same exact things you'd find if you went to one in Tokyo.
All right, so playful, but maybe not salacious.
Yes,
okay.
right. when I'm afraid as Americans, when we see signs like that, we're thinking, what's going on
I
in
only
there?
think questionable thoughts. For sure.
But not that.
Okay.
They also had a few movies. This year's mascot was who else? Who could it be?
Gotta be Godzilla this year.
Gotta be Godzilla, the return of the giant lizard himself. And so they had a few movies playing. They had banners. I actually saw a cosplay mecha Godzilla.
What?
Right. So it was like a human-sized robot Godzilla.
Wow.
Yes. Tremendous amount of work.
I have a lot of respect and admiration for people who put such detail work and just dedication into their costumes.
You would have needed to put in an effort to not see someone cosplaying at this event.
Yeah.
Parents put in an effort. Some just did just wear a shirt. Others went in full costume. And some were there without kids because this was their scene. But the point is, so much cosplay, ranging from pedestrian, I bought it from Amazon, to I travel and I do this because I like this culture and I like to be in the middle of it.
Very cool. I'm glad that we had this outlet for them.
So were they. I talked to several different groups and couples and people, and they were so missing the chance to be amongst this crowd, to show what they had done and to be appreciated, I guess, for what they like amongst people that like the same thing as them.
That makes so much sense, especially, we've all been kind of sitting on the sidelines for the last 18 months. So super cool to get to feel that energy of other people being so excited about things that you're excited about.
So you guys have been looking forward to the return of Anime Matsuri?
Yes. That year that COVID hit, when we couldn't go to Matsuri, we had been planning that for a whole year. And it was just like, that went out the window, all those plans. When they told us there was going to be this year, I was elated. It was so great.
Were these the same costumes you were planning for last year?
Yes, it was.
And can you go left to right? Who are you?
Oh, I'm Philo-chan from Tato no Usha no Nariagari.
I'm Raptalia from Rising of the Shield Hero.
And I'm Nafumi, also from Rising of the Shield.
We're all from the same.
Excellent pronunciation. How long did it take you guys to put your suits together?
5 months.
5 months?
Yeah.
Mine was actually just a week.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you look good together. You
Yeah.
look like you're very put together and intentional about what you're doing here.
Yeah.
So that's very fun.
Yeah.
So, is this your first anime con?
This is actually her first anime con.
This is my first anime con.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
New ones all around.
Yeah. So you've been to this one before?
I actually haven't been to this one before. We're actually from Dallas, so we
sweet.
do a lot of the ones up there, but in Houston, not really. I think this is the first one I've been to in Houston, and we just came from one in Austin not too long ago.
So have you done other cons besides anime cons?
This is actually pretty much our first year where we've actually done cosplay like this heavily.
Gone
all out.
How long did it take you to put your costumes together?
So this one I actually did in 2 weeks. I don't know how long it did take you on that one.
How long it took to ship, and he helped me make this, and then this one was actually really easy. I didn't have to do a whole lot, so.
Say about a week, 2 weeks?
Yeah,
maybe?
probably.
Yeah, something like that.
The other ones took a little longer. This is 3D printed.
I was wondering.
Yeah. It's like super light. It's very pointy though.
As long as you don't, I read the rules. As long as you don't
Yeah.
brandish it, you won't get in trouble. Brandishing is the
You're gonna
line.
get in trouble.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do your own makeup?
Yes, yeah, we got like coagulated blood and like squirt blood.
It's important that it's coagulated. You don't want it just
Yeah.
dripping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just like that's what makes it like give it depth.
A nice clot. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does all her own makeup, and then she does all like my makeup. If I'm doing like body paint, that's her section.
He did like a
Body
Beast
painting
Boy, and I had
everything.
to do like the whole like face, hair contour. Yeah.
So you're into the DC world by the sounds of it.
I do actually. This is my first DC cosplay. I normally do Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Like I have the full like 3D printed arm, like full get up. You'll see it probably tomorrow. You'll probably see me walking around in it.
So you brought like a whole like wardrobe.
Yes, I think I have 5 for this weekend. So 5 in 4 days. That's doable, right? So I have
Red
Winter
Hood.
Soldier, Red Hood, Ethan Winters, which is from her game. We're gonna duo on it, and then I've got Android 17. She's got Android 18.
Sweet.
With that. And
Dragon Ball.
We have a collaboration that we're doing, which is like a post-apocalyptic Powerpuff Girls, Rowdy Rough Boys kind of thing.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, that one's gonna be an interesting one.
I made a giant crossbow out of like a Nerf like crossbow from like the thrift store. And we like painted it, decked it out.
Yeah.
It looks like so.
But yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
All right, so do you guys come to a lot of anime conventions or genre conventions?
Yeah, usually we go to like 4 a year or 5 a year,
around
but
4 a year. But
it's obviously
it's been a while since we've been.
It's been a slow period.
Yeah.
Are you native Houstonians?
No, we're actually from Kansas City.
You came all the way here for this.
Yeah, we kind of pick different ones each year, go on a little tour around different parts of the country. So.
Is this your first Anime Matsuri?
Yes,
Yes.
this is our first one in Houston.
Mine too.
Okay.
Who are you guys dressed as today?
I'm Espeon.
I'm Brian.
What show is that from?
Pokemon.
Pokemon. See, that's how I'm just a dad, you know.
It's okay. It's Gen 2 Pokemon. Everyone cares about Gen 1 and it kind of falls off.
Have you seen the life-size Pikachu wandering around?
Yeah, we
Getting
actually
photos
just
with
got
him
some
earlier. We got really
pictures,
lucky.
yeah.
He's awesome.
And do you guys normally bring like multiple costumes to this sort of thing?
Tomorrow, I'm going to be KDA Akali from the video game League of Legends.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to be in the contest on Saturday as Rory Mercury from Gate.
I'm going to be doing Eren Yeager tomorrow from Attack on Titan's most recent season.
That one I know.
And I'll be doing Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen and I think Subaru on the final day.
All right. Do you guys have Instagrams or anything where you post your work?
I do. So it's Vithika, V as in Victor, YTHIKA.
Made that real easy.
I know. It's so
Nice
easy
and
to
short.
find.
Yeah.
Easy to pronounce.
Yeah, go follow her. Her cosplays are great.
You could just taste in the air. There's just this I like being here kind of flavor.
Fandoms are so fun that way, whether it be a TV show, a movie, or just characters, whatever you're in love with. It's so fun to finally get to gather and have those little common moments.
Even within the con, they had organized meetups for, say you're dressed up from this show. Even though you don't know anybody else at the con, you could go to that meetup and see other people in your show.
Nice.
So you get giant pictures, of people wearing different characters from your show. And, it makes sort of a nice event. Maybe people make connections that way. There were also panels, lots of panels. And so many of those tied in to cosplay, whether it's you're new to taking pictures of cosplay and you want to know how to do that.
That's a very handy tip.
Well, just because someone is wearing a costume doesn't mean they want you to just snap a picture like you're a creeper. They want you to say, "May I take your picture?"
So it was like etiquette for
etiquette.
cosplay. I
it
like
was
that.
etiquette for cosplay.
How are you supposed to learn that if they don't have a little panel to let you know?
Exactly, because you can definitely do it wrong. There is a cosplay is not consent initiative where it's like, just because I'm wearing this, whether it's I'm wearing, Daffy Duck, or I'm barely wearing like a banana hammock because I'm dressed as Sean Connery from Zardoz, it doesn't mean I want you to take a picture of me, touch me, do anything about me. I'm here because I wanted to wear this, and they want that message to be spread far and wide.
I think that's a very good message to be sent out there, and something that I bet most people don't really think about. When you see someone dressed up, I think most people's natural response is to run over to it. Like it is an invitation, but that's a good reminder that it's about celebrating that character, and you're not invited. You have to ask first.
And then they also had panels on posing. So now you're wearing this thing. Someone says, "Can I take your picture?" Initially, you might think, okay, sure. But then you realize, I have no idea what to do. And so they had a couple of very experienced models there to tell people the very basics of what you can do with your body, your face, your hands in order to make a more interesting picture. And then they had a very interesting panel about inclusivity in cosplay. And it was by these 5 men who enjoyed cosplay, but they didn't want to feel boxed in.
Okay.
They said, I came as Captain America Day. I did not come as Black Captain America. I came as Captain America because I feel good as that character. Well, there are actually 2 Captain Americas, but you get the idea. They actually said that in their minds, they wouldn't see a problem with someone who wasn't of African descent playing someone like Black Panther as long as it was done respectfully. That's how open-minded they were about the idea of everybody should have the right to cosplay however they want, as long as it's true to them and they're not disrespecting the character.
I love that idea that everybody can be whoever their little authentic self is, and it's okay. When you said inclusivity, I would jump to, because of our background in the special needs community, I jumped to, accessible costuming and stuff like that. But I love the idea that, but also, you can, whatever skin color you have, whatever your background is, it doesn't matter. You can play any other character you want to play, no matter what gender, anything.
Well, it meant something to me, even though I was not their target. I was there because I was treating this like an assignment and I wanted to see if there were going to be any good pictures there. However, I learned 2 things. That me, as a short, white, bald guy, shouldn't feel necessarily constrained to look for short, white, bald characters to play. No,
that's important. That's a good point. I mean, just when you're saying that, I'm thinking of our middle kid who at like 6 or 7 went as Robin, with Batman and Robin. And it didn't even occur to me that she was playing a boy. Like in my mind, like when I'm thinking about that right now, but I guess people could have been looking at us weird or thinking that wasn't the right choice because she was a girl or something. And I'm glad that that's all done. Like, it doesn't matter. She was being Robin because she thought Robin was cool. And that was just part of it.
In this interview that we'll play right now, I interviewed a man who was dressed as a woman character, who is a sexy woman character. She wears like the jean shorts and the crop top, and she's got 2 pistols, and she kicks ass, and she is definitely a sexy character. And so I wanted to ask him about his decision to come with a gender-swapped character. He thought it would be hilarious.
I'm here today with
Abe,
and he has decided to come as Revy as a gender swap. What made you want to swap genders with Revy today?
We were last minute. We ordered our tickets a while ago, but none of us thought about cosplaying. And last second, I was just like, I want to cosplay.
Yeah.
And so I chopped some shorts up. I sewed some towel trim. I cut up some towels and sewed it on. Chopped a crop top. Went about this, painted up the guns. And here I am. And I'm getting equal levels of disgust and laughter.
Is this your first adventure in cross-dressing?
This is my first, yeah. And now I have this infinite thread that's never going to go away. But I'll just tuck that for now.
Are you a longtime anime fan?
Oh, yeah. I've been watching anime since I was a kid. My dad watched Robotech with me in 1st and 2nd grade.
Nice.
So I was introduced to Robotech first. My first crush was Miriam, the female ace pilot. So first crush was an anime girl. My mom loves Ghibli. So I had no chance. I was hooked from the start. So yeah, I've been watching anime for probably 26 years now.
I'm an unapologetic Robotech fan because Macross didn't come into my world until much later. So I'm cool saying I'm a Robotech fan.
Yeah, same. I'm an original fan. Yeah.
Are you entering in the competition?
No. I'm just here for fun. This is it.
You're just here to cause reactions.
Oh yeah. Like I said, this is all thrown together. These are my combat boots from when I was with the Marine Corps. These are my combat gloves from deployment. I just chopped everything up and was just like, all right, I'm just gonna go.
Well, good luck today.
Thank you.
What would you say was your favorite part of this convention?
Cosplay and seeing the families engaged with it so much. The effort that people put in terms of finding new ways to make stuff, it's gone beyond sewing now. People use foam and 3D printing and metalwork and whatever they have at their disposal to create these costumes that are truly astounding what they can do. But then also seeing how families were there connecting over this thing that when I was a kid, it was highly weird to be interested in Japanese animation. You were definitely the dorkest of the dork to be in that culture. And now I can attest, there were thousands of people there from all different kinds of interests and backgrounds. And you can let your nerd flag fly without any fear these days. So seeing that was awesome.
Do you think that you'll plan to go back again in 2022?
I think I would. I think I would tell others that if you have any interest in anime, I would tell you to go, especially if you're in the Texas area, Houston area, and I think I would visit it again.
Do you think you're going to cosplay?
That's a tougher call. I have like a what would I look good as kind of chip on my shoulder. So stay tuned. If you have any suggestions, put it down in the comments. Thanks for listening to another installment of Pod Clubhouse Press Pass. Tune in soon for our next convention. We'll be in Houston again for Comic Palooza.
Thanks for listening. This is Caroline.
And this is Paul.